this. If ever sober up, you'll fill the garden with orange snakes and pink elephants.
Drinks for the house. It's on me.
And tell me where your whiskey is, and I'll get it for you, and then you can pass it around.
Steve! Murder!
What happened? I only asked where she kept her whiskey.
Mr. Baby just felt that she should be more generous with it.
Robbers!
It's okay, Miss Hobley. Nobody will touch your whiskey.
Drinks for the house?
Well, that's just what she said last time. And she wants to give us some.
No, she doesn't. Besides, we have trouble enough with her without getting the rest of you drunk.
I'll see to it. I'll see to it. There'll be no heathen doings while I'm here.
While you all set the table, I'll go get the surprise I have for you.
Where's Mr. Erwinter? Oh, well, we can't start without Mr. Erwinter.
Mr. Erwinter. Mr. Erwinter.
Oh, is the feast of Apollo ready? Are the handmaidens, dancing girls, and lute players prepared? Does the wine of Bacchus flow to the bacchanal?
It's only stew, Mr. Erwinter. You have to pretend the rest.
Why, Mr. Cherry, use your imagination. Look, ice cream.
She has a shortcake.
Is it a shortcake? Oh, my yes, it's a shortcake.
Yes, it is. A strawberry shortcake.
Ooh, strawberry shortcake. I haven't had one of those in years.
Well, we get to have one now. Is everyone here? And where's Mr. Erwinter?
Oh, he's inside.
Oliver.
Yes, dear, I'll be right out.
All right, Oliver.
Did you hear what she called him? She called him Oliver.
And he said, yes, dear. Well, didn't he sound nice when he said, yes, dear?
In continental circles, my dear is a common form of address. I'm sure he meant it that way.
Oh, well, he sounded so nice. Just like a husband.
It must be something in the air. Oliver.
You make a picture, a tableau, a happy group gathered to dine al fresco.
Oliver, you're the guest of honor.
Thank you, darling. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are gathered here today to eat, I would like to share with you a plan that I have made.
From the talk around here, a plan isn't the only thing you've made.
I think all of you will agree with me when I say that Miss Hobley should have a new hearing aid with batteries.
Wouldn't that be wonderful? We're going to get you a new hearing aid.
She has no idea what you're saying. Talkers like shouting down an empty tub.
And I think all of you will also agree with me when I say that Mr. Cherry should have new stairs. And Miss Sampler, flowers that will grow. And Miss Hebner, an operation. And Miss Gross should have her mind adjusted.
I'm adjusted. There's nothing the matter with my mind.
Did you have anything in mind for me, Mr. Erwinter?
Yes, Mr. Beebe. I will share it with you later in private.
I understand.
Now, in order to obtain these things, it will take some money. And I know how to do it by our own efforts. We will have a church bazaar. Why couldn't you do that?
The Reverend wouldn't think it was the right thing to do.
That's asinine. Churches have bazaars all the time.
Respectable churches.
It's a way of making money.
There's nothing the matter with my mind.
He's right. If we could get people to come here, they'd spend money. People just spend money. This is a church.
That's exactly why the Reverend wouldn't do it. His very fine principle.
His principles are making spineless cowards out of all of you. Do you want to be cowards?
There's nothing the matter with my mind.
Well, it would be splendid if we could do it.
Church bazaar. I like it, yes.
Oh, what do you think, Miss Trim?
I don't know. I'm sure the Reverend wouldn't like it, but still, how much do you think we could make?
Perhaps $500 or $600.
$500?
500 or 600.
And we'll try it.
Spectacular. Let us celebrate with a dance. Let's have a Morris dance.
No.
A quadrille.
No.
A cotillion.
No.
A minuet.
No, Cherry.
A reel.
No.
A hornpipe.
No.
A jig.
Yes.
All right, a jig. It's the very thing. Okay, let me think of the music. I've got it. and it fits quite well. It's called Little Brown Jug. Do you know it?
I don't. Miss Only does.
Well, let us try it out once to get the rhythm, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Me and my wife live all alone in a little round house we call our own. She loves gin and I love rum. Don't we have a lot of fun? Ha ha ha! You and me, little round jug, how I love thee. Ha ha ha! You and me,
Little Brown Jug, how I love thee. Ha ha ha! Something.
May I ask what this demonstration is about?
You're only seeing this song.
Did it occur to you that there might be people in the church? It so happens that there are.
Think of it, Reverend.
May I ask where that table came from?
It's the dining room table.
Well, then why isn't it in the dining room?
Thought it would be nice to have one after supper.
So you found it necessary to move the dining room table out into the yard?
Wasn't that proper, Reverend?
It was not.
I'm sorry, it seemed harmless.
Because it was harmless.
May I ask what you had to do with this?
I thought of it.
Place for a steeple is on top of a church. The place for a saddle is on the back of a horse. The place for a hat is on top of a head.
Obviously, obviously.
You know where that table belongs, and I want it brought there at once. Do you hear me? At once!
God's little nuisance.
Well, I think it was very rude of him to shout at us.
Where are we going? Up and down, up and down. Where are we going?
I told you. You were warned by me. Everybody heard me say that the table belonged in the dining room.
Miss Tripp, may you please remain? I wish to speak.
Certainly, Reverend.
Do you want me to stay with you?
No, Oliver. I know how to handle the Reverend now. Why did you make those people take that table in?
I lost my temper. I'm sorry I was so disagreeable. Can you tell them they can bring it back out?
It's too late now.
That's too bad.
What was it you wanted to see me about?
Oh, about Erwinter. He seems to be an upsetting influence here.
Who is he upset?
Our guest. He upsets our guest.
Just the guess?
Who else could he upset besides the guest?
You.
Me? I have no objection to him. He seems to be very interesting.
Fascinating.
Interesting.
He has a great deal of charm.
I imagine he must appear attractive to some women.
Very attractive.
He must have been quite handsome 30 years ago.
And what's the matter with him now?
His face. His face is all wrinkled.
You haven't seen him up close.
Has he made any advances?
He tried to kiss me.
Well, does he know that we're engaged?
How could he? There is no ring on my finger, no date set, and the last time you told me you loved me was 4 months ago.
People who are in love don't have to keep proving it to each other.
What are they supposed to do? Keep it bottled up inside?
Is it meant to go on display?
Are you ashamed of being in love?
Of course I'm not ashamed.
Don't you say I love you?
All right, Oh, this is damn foolishness!
What are you doing? Oh, why are you throwing sticks down here?
They're croquet mallets?
Why are you throwing them down here?
Well, look at it from the other side. Why shouldn't I be?
Who do they belong to? Are they yours?
If you're to catch, I'll throw the balls to you.
Don't, I can't catch.
Oh, nonsense. The average woman can get her hands on almost anything.
What are you doing there, my man?
Well, it depends on your point of view. To the wall, I am a burden. To the lawn, I am a striking force. To the croquet balls, I am a momentum. To the owner of this place, I am a messenger.
A messenger.
No
That's
doubt.
very unconventional. Please explain yourself.
No doubt you've heard of Wilfred Taskbinder, the philanthropist.
A name known well to all.
You are then familiar with his secret charities?
Of course, who hasn't heard?
Well,
but I must tell you that I am one of his agents.
Philanthropist? What did you say his name was?
Both at once. Goodbye.
What did he say the man's name was?
Wilfred Tadsfinder. He's mad as a hatter, gives things away.
It's crazy, but it's wonderful.
My dear, it's a stroke of good fortune in the nick of time. We could use a new croquet set. For that matter, we could use just about anything.
They're new and strong, and they're ours. Think of it.
He may leave more things during the night.
It's just as if they dropped out of the air.
They came from the other side of the wall. That is where life is lived rather than wasted. Where there's more to odds and ends that dribble over walls.
I guess I'm afraid of the outside world.
Isn't that foolish? The world is yours as much as it is anyone else's.
Perhaps it is foolish, but I wouldn't know what to do if I left here. I wouldn't know where to go or how to get the most from life.
I can show you how to get the most from life.
Is it too late to learn? Perhaps I've waited too long.
The more the palate dries, the more it tingles when it touches warm. I can show you where a golden cockatoo sits in a crooked tree, where green and copper fish lunge toward cobalt, where a single shaft of saffron yellow sun illuminates a blood red rose, to enchanted places where mystic things can happen in the soul. I can give you love.
Perhaps I don't know any more about love than I do about the world.
I can show you a love that has no limits in its ecstasy. I can show you a love that does not fear its own away.
Oliver, please. Oh, there's someone watching.
Here, you mustn't let your mind jump about
It's
so.
the Reverend. He's been listening.
You're behaving in a most feminine manner. If it will please you, I will go look. You'll excuse us, I'm sure.
That will be enough. Harriet, can't you see what this man is doing? Have you lost your reason? This man is not an honorable man. He is not a gentleman. His feelings towards you are primitive, his intentions carnal, and immediate.
A strong pronunciamento, sir. Are you sure that you can stand here in front of me and read what is written on my part? I say you can't. I say you are wrong. Believe me, he is wrong.
May I also point out to you that Miss Tripp and I are engaged?
Engaged? Engaged.
Yes, Oliver, the Reverend, and I are engaged.
Thank you, Harriet. I'm sure I can trust your judgment. We are very sorry if you were misled, Mr. Erwinter. We did not mean to embarrass you.
Embarrass. And what mockery of love's demands have you two proper people perpetrated?